What's going on, everybody? This is KJ, and I am back with my ISL Week 8 team builder. Um, this week we are playing the Raging Rookie, formerly known as Terrible Totodiles. He was in Season 1. We did play in Season 1. He did beat me in Season 1. So hopefully trying to get the revenge here. Uh, Getting into his team, he has Mega Kangaskhan, Celesteela, Nidoking, Chandelure, Sigilyph, Malamar, Bellossom, Haxorus, Vikavolt, Quagsire, and Sylveon. So he has brought Sylveon to every match, so that's something we do need to keep an eye out for. Uh, Vikavolt being able to set webs is a bit scary. Haxorus and Bellossom have the ability to set up and sweep. Quagsire kind of stops any potential setup on my side, which is not ideal, but this team isn't really centered too much around setting up, so that's fine. Um, he's got the Malamar, which can fire off the superpowers and get the attack and defense boosts, which can be annoying with Contrary. Chandelure, which is a very consistent mon. Nidoking, also a very consistent mon. Then he's got Celesteela, which can be pretty much anything, like Cosmic Power sets. It can be Weakness Policy. It can be physical, special. Can be sort of like Stally with Leech Seed and Protect and Leftovers and stuff like that. So there's that. And then there's Mega Kangaskhan, which we did not ban Power Up Punch this season. In hindsight, I wish we would have. But yeah, just the fact that Mega Kangaskhan can hit things twice is pretty crazy, and it gets incredible coverage. It gets like all the elemental punches, it gets Earthquake, it gets Crunch, it gets fighting coverage. I believe it gets Shadow Claw. So yeah, Mega Kangaskhan gets a plethora of different types of coverage. So yeah, that's his team. Very scary. Um, let's jump into the team that I'm bringing for him. So first off, we got the Yanmega. Um, Running Life Orbs that can switch moves. Giga Drain hits the Quagsire, Shadow Ball, and Air Slash. Pretty much hit everything else. He doesn't have a lot of resistances to flying, so that's really good. And this is very standard. We are going with Modest this week because his team is pretty slow. His fastest mon is the Mega Kangaskhan at base 100, but that can't run a Scarf. So his fastest mon that can be Scarved is the Haxorus. I don't think he'll bring Trick Room with Chandelure. If he does, that would be a bit of a problem, but like I expect that either the Nidoking or the Chandelure will be Scarved. I'm really expecting Chandelure because it does hit Victini and Glade very hard. So we'll see what happens there. But Rock and Protect just so that can sort of scout out anything that would potentially do significant damage, and also get the speed boost. That way I can then outspeed the Scarf Chandelure. So that's exciting. It should be. I'm expecting big things from Yanmega this time around. I know the game against Lambo in week 6, I did throw it away stupidly. So let's hope I can play it a bit better here. So next one we got is the Mega Glade. With Psycho Cut, Knockoff, Close Combat, and Leaf Blade. So obviously Stab hits really hard with Close Combat and Psycho Cut, and then the Leaf Blade for the Quag, and then the Knockoff for the Chandelure, for the most part, and I mean, and the Sigilyph, and just being able to take things items in general, like it's pretty useful to be able to do that. We do have enough speed to outspeed the Mega Kangaskhan. Not really worried about more speed than that. And one of the big things is that with not having to run max speed, can run a bit more special bulk. So just kind of tilting calcs in my favor for some of the special hits that are almost definitely coming Mega Lead's way. So the next one we got is Tapu Koko. We have Choice Scarf Koko. I am running Adamant here because I just need to hit 330 speed to outspeed the Mega Kangaskhan. So Scarf Koko will outspeed everything on his team. If he does get the sticky webs up, then Koko will still at least outspeed everything standard. I think webs are a bit scary, but at the same time, like, generally speaking, the mons on my team can deal with that, and he doesn't know if I'm using, like, if I have webs on Coco or defog on Coco or anything like that. So him getting webs up, like, if he trades me Vikavolt for webs, I think while that is a bit tough for me, I still think I'm in a fairly good spot. So now going forward, and part of the reason why I think that's a fairly good spot is because I am bringing Druddigon. So Druddigon, Rocky Helmet, Rough Skin, mostly for the Mega Kang, because every hit that the Mega Kang does is double because of Parental Bond. So that means he's taking double Rock Skin Rocky Helmet damage, which is incredibly clutch. So I'll take that. And then I also get the ability to set rocks with Druddigon and also glare things. So that's part of my big plan, is to set up rocks and then hopefully get the opportunity to start clicking glare and start paralyzing some stuff. So yeah, and then obviously Iron Head for the potential Sylveon, and then Dragon Tail to just start cycling everything else out. And it also does, like, if Haxorus uses Dragon Claw, then it's almost an OHKO. However, with the Rocky Helmet, Rough Skin damage, rocks, and Dragon Tail, it actually does kill most offensive Haxorus. So yeah. So the next mod on the team is the Alolan Muck. We are running with Haze, specifically for a lot of the setup that he could have, but in particular, the Cosmic Power Celesteela set. That's one that's very scary, so running Haze on that to make sure that we can get rid of that. Knockoff, Poison Jab, and Ice Punch are mostly just coverage. Knockoff does hit the Chandelure very hard, as does Poison Jab with the Sylveon, so that would be pretty big. And then we also have Poison Jabs, or Poison Touch, so just raising the percentage of potentially getting a poison. So that's kind of the big thing. And then Ice Punch hits the potential Nidoking, and one sort of important benchmark to note is Nidoking, a knockoff and then an Ice Punch into Nidoking does actually mean that we are killing it, and we do live a Earth Power with the Shuka Berry, and then after knocking off the Life Orb, we would live another one with a very small margin, as long as he is timid instead of modest. So yeah. Alright, and the last mon, we have the Heavy Duty Boots Victini. So the Victini is a special Victini with Psychic, Blue Flare, Glaciate, and Shadow Ball. So the idea here is can still live a Shadow Ball from Chandelure, barring specs, and it can't really switch in, because if it switches in expecting like a V-Create or something and takes a Psychic or a Shadow Ball, then it's going to be really hurting. So, and he's definitely going to end up sacrificing that if that's the case. So it'll be interesting to see that, but all in all, I think that this is a solid bring. It won't get affected by any potential webs. It won't get affected by rocks. So yeah, I'm really excited to use this. I think Victini can put in a ton of work here. Alright, so we are scheduled to play in something like 15 minutes or so. I do thank everybody for watching this, and I will catch you for the post-com later on this video. Okay? What's up, everybody? I'm back with the post-game from a Week 8 match versus the Raging Rookie. And just on team preview, we can look and sort of see he did bring Sylveon, which is a bit of a pain. Nidoking, which actually was the mon that I was the most afraid of. He does bring the Mega Kangaskhan, which is nice because we do have the Dredagon for that, so that's not a waste. Um, yeah, he does bring Malamar, which can be very scary, as well as the Haxorus. So yeah, I mean, I think just looking at his team, it looks like webs are sort of the answer for him. My thought process here was I think lead Scarf Victini or lead Victini bluffing Scarf rather, and kind of see what happens from there. So let's get into the match. Uh, so I lead Victini here, and he leads the Nidoking. Now, I did a calc, and if he was Scarved, then I lived. If he was timid, Scarf, I always lived. If he was modest Scarf, it was a roll to live. It was close to a 50-50. And I knew I needed to get rid of Nidoking, and I figured he might think that I'm Scarf the way I let it. So I ended up deciding to just go for it. So this turn he brings in Kangaskhan, and I was expecting either a Fake Out or a Power Up Punch, so I switch into the Dredagon, and this thing is taking crazy chip from the Rough Skin Rocky Helmet Dredagon. So 28% there, and then another solid amount. So all in all, he took 57%. So yeah, 28 and then 29%. So yeah, I was pretty happy there. And then I just decided to glare here because anything that came in was anything that came in being parried was good. So, and then here I get Rocks Up, and he actually sets up Trick Room. So I wasn't expecting this entirely. I actually forgot in prep that Malamar gets Trick Room, so that's on me. I probably should have remembered that, but now that I have Rocks Up and everything, I can just click Dragon Tail here to just kind of shuffle some things in. And now that Vikavoolt's at 50%, that's a threat that is definitely chipped a good amount. Expecting a potential Hyper Voice or something like that, I just switch in Muck. He goes for a Calm Mind, but I do know that I underspeed here, rather. I was fairly certain that I undersped, so I just click Poison Jab. Unfortunately for him, I do get the crit. I was sorry about that because I got the crit and the Poison Touch, so RNG was definitely in my favor there. And he goes for a Wish there. I wasn't sure if he had Protect, so I thought Knockoff was the safest play, and he actually reveals that he was Electric Seed, so he was definitely prepped for the Coco. But yeah, so now that Trick Room is gone, and Alolan Muck is still out, I didn't expect him to necessarily go for it again. I thought he was going to start clicking Superpower, but he actually does click Trick Room again after we knocked off the leftovers. And at this point, I was just thinking I can sack the Dredagon, so just to waste turns of Trick Room. And he does get fully powered here. So again, feel a little bad about that because hacks, it sucks. But the Rocky Helmet chip there is nice. Just to sort of get that whittled down. Do Dragon Tail it out, which brings in the Vikavolt again. And this is kind of perfect because now we're at a point where he's going to kill the Dredagon. There's going to be one turn of Trick Room left, and then I can come in with Yanmega and just click Protect and stall out Trick Room. And with Yanmega getting a +1, the only thing that really stops it would be Haxorus if it got to set up. So I think in a pretty good spot. So he does reveal that he has Thunderbolt, which is expected. And now we're out of Trick Room, so I can hopefully start hitting Air Slashes. Everybody that's watched my TVA series knows that I have had a love-hate relationship with the move Air Slash, especially with Togekiss and flinches / misses. So Air Slash does connect, so do get the Vikavolt kill, and now everything is outsped because I'm at +2. And so my thought here was to just Protect on the potential Fake Out. just to scout. And you do end up seeing that he goes for Ice Punch, so I was pretty okay with that. Now, I did risk here if he had Sucker Punch, but honestly, with Kang chipped as much as it was, and then also the Malamar chipped as much as it was, I think I just kept clicking Air Slash, uh, whatever other moves I had. I didn't have Bug Buzz here because I did have Protect. I think I had Giga Drain and Giga Drain, Air Slash, and I want to say Shadow Ball. Yeah, so here I just Giga Drain. That does enough to take out the Malamar. And then the last thing that was sort of scary was obviously the potential setup with the Haxorus. But the thing here is at this point I have so much of a speed boost that he has to get rid of Yanmega, and he couldn't keep up with both Yanmega, with the combination of Glade, Yanmega, and Koko. So at this point, it was over. And yeah, so Mega Yanmega is going to get the kill here, which is solid. And so that is a clean 5-0 sweep. We're going to move to 5-3 on the season. I think we're +3 or +4, so that's good. Currently, it looks like we're kind of in the driver's seat for our playoff hopes, especially after some of the other matches that happened later on. Later on that had happened after this match, rather. So yeah, I think we just gotta kind of continue to push forward and keep winning games, and we'll be able to make a playoff, be able to clinch a playoff berth. So that is exciting. All right, if you like the content and you want to see more, please subscribe, leave a like, and drop me some comments. I do enjoy reaching out to people that comment on my videos, and I'm always open for feedback or anything like that. So that's about it, and so I will see you for the Week 9 video. All right, thanks. Peace.